Hello Ridge Runner Nation, we are back and better than ever with a new edition of the Weekly Rundown. This week we're bringing you news from Finger Lakes 50s, Cremator Ultra, Crimea River Trail Runs, and more. We'll check out all the fun activities in the world of Strava. We'll also check in with Klein and his Summer Endurance Challenge, in addition to some other running news. So let's get started. Paul Barty completed yet another half marathon distance run this past week, bringing that total of his to a whopping 448 straight weeks. I think we need to get him on the show soon. We could talk about this running streak. What do y'all think? Let's jump into some race results. Let's start first with Finger Lakes 50s, held in Hector, New York, which took place over the past weekend and consists of a 25, 50K, and 50-mile distance. A massive downpour and high humidity wasn't able to stop the runners, though. These runners have to complete 1, 2, or 3 loops around Finger Lakes National Park. This course consists of mostly single-track trail, some pastures, and dirt roads, and even has complimentary cow pies. I hope someone was at least playing bingo, but for real, I really hope no one fell in a cow pie. Starting with the women's results, Sabrina Little came in second place overall and finished first female, setting a new course record with a time of 7 hours, 49 minutes, and 5 seconds. Melanie Durez took the second female spot in 9 hours, 15 minutes, and 35 seconds. And rounding out the top 3 was Nicole Golden, finishing in 11 hours, 20 minutes, and 14 seconds. First place male and overall went to Andrew Simpson, finishing in 7 hours, 30 minutes, and 55 seconds, which is really fast. Second place went to Doug Schneider in 8 hours, 42 minutes, and 19 seconds. And then Chris Lisi secured the third male spot in 9 hours, 11 minutes, and 48 seconds. Congrats to everyone who took part in this event. While Hastings, Minnesota is literally on the left bank of the Mississippi River, the race location is technically on the right side of the river. The Afton Trail Run just had its 26th annual event. With race distances of 25K and 50K, runners complete either 1 or 2 laps of the 25K course. Held entirely within the Afton State Park, it is a 100% off-road run. This course is a non-technical, very runnable trail, primarily consisting of single and double track trails. First place went to Ben Schneider in 3 hours, 51 minutes, and 14 seconds. Only minutes behind was Matthew Inchink, who took second place in 3 hours, 53 minutes, and 26 seconds. How about a close finish? Third place went to Michael Borst in 4 hours, 3 minutes, and 1 second. And on the women's side, the top 3 women were within 4 minutes of each other. Sarah Conrad snagged the top spot, 5 hours, 1 minute, 35 seconds. Just minutes behind her was Kayla Anderson, finishing in 5 hours, 4 minutes, and 3 seconds. Tammy Brond rounded out the top 3 in 5 hours, 5 minutes, and 51 seconds. Great job to all the runners. Down in Bayfort, South Carolina, the Cremator Ultra 50-mile endurance race sounds like a race from hell. The race was moved from Hilton Head to Bayfort because there was too much shade on the course. These race directors sound absolutely brutal. Temperatures can peak around 98 degrees with heat indexes reaching well into the hundreds. At least they let you use this nice pool when you finish. So nice of them. The race is limited to a small pack of 50 runners and consists of 2 25-mile loops on open roads. Rumor has it there might be a Cremator 50-50 next year. As if one race wasn't brutal enough. This year, 11 didn't even start the race, 13 didn't finish, and 13 finished. Local to the area, Stephen Noble took the win in 8 hours, 14 minutes, 21 seconds. Second place went to Tatiana O in 8 hours, 24 minutes, and 34 seconds. And rounding out the top 3 was Sarah Maltby in 9 hours, 17 minutes, and 12 seconds. Impressive times for 50-milers, and they had all the heat as well. Seems like a good race for Paul Barty's Hate the Heat Club. Congrats to all the crazy runners at the Cremator Ultra. I look forward to this 50-50 race. The Crimea River Trail Run lets runners enjoy the beautiful Illinois River with distances from half marathon all the way to 100 miles. There's only one rule, and that's no crybabies allowed. The 100-mile distance has about 23,500 feet of elevation gain on a course consisting of 5 out and backs. By the looks of the group's Facebook page, this just seemed like an awesome event to be at. Lee Dalgetty took the top spot in the 100-mile distance, finishing in 27 hours, 55 minutes, 12 seconds, setting the course record as well. In the 100-kilometer distance, DJ Hanna took the top spot in 18 hours, 52 minutes, 33 seconds, while Joey Miller took the top spot and course record in the 50-kilometer distance. Congrats to all the finishers at the Crimea River Trail Runs. In this new section of the rundown, we're going to try and highlight news topics in the world of running beyond just our Mississippi and East Coast stuff. The first article that we have is a sad note. Recently, Frank Meza, who was accused of cheating at the Los Angeles Marathon in March, was found dead by suicide. Disqualification from the LA Marathon wasn't Meza's first disqualification over the years, only adding to the probability that he did in fact cheat. Meza was disqualified based on video evidence and unusual split times where he would have broken the 5K world record for his age group while running a marathon, which is definitely unlikely. I think the sad part is that Meza won't have the ability to prove to himself in the future, as he was planning to run future races with an observer. Our second news story is from the Star Tribune, link in the description below. The article states that while the US has the most race participants of any other country, we are the slowest. In particular, actually men are getting slower at their marathon distance. Check out the article for more interesting facts on that. Now I'm going to send it over to Wesley, who's out in the field this week. Wesley, where are you and what have you got for us?
What's going on, Ridge Runner Nation? It's Wesley here from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And let me tell you a few things about Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They have all the amenities. I'm talking, they have the beach, they have the sand, they have the lifeguards, and the ocean. They go 4 for 4 on amenities and what you're looking for in like a beach location. So kudos to them. Really well done this week. I just wanted to give them a little highlight this week. As for other running news, there's been a lot of runners down here. It's been kind of a pleasant surprise. Seeing a lot of people getting after, usually early morning, the Paul Barty goers, if you will call them that. A lot of early morning runners and late night runners. So it's great to see people getting after it down here and enjoying their beach vacations. I'll be back next week, but I hope everyone's had a great week. There was a lot of fun running news this past week. So hopefully John keeps bringing you the rest of that. Peace out, guys.
Thanks, Wesley. That was a very informative beach review on a running show. Thanks. Local madman Ian Klein has been quite busy this month with a new challenge. For those of you who don't know, Ian performs yearly endurance challenges to, well, challenge himself, but also to raise funds. Last year, he flipped a tire until he couldn't. This year, he's running in miles the date for each day of the month in July. So July 1st, he ran 1 mile. On the 2nd, he ran 2. And on the 31st, he will run 31 miles. This challenge is going to get difficult extremely fast. In the first week, he ran a nice 28 miles, but this week will end with a whopping 77. Ian is raising funds this year for the Athens County Food Pantry and has set a goal of raising $2,000. If you want to follow Ian's progress, check him out on Strava or his Facebook page. Links in the description below. Good luck, Ian, on your challenge. We'll check in with you next week. And with that, thanks for tuning into this week's rundown from the Ridge Runners. Be sure to check back next week and stay updated on all things trail and ultra east of the Mississippi. In addition, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell below if you want to be notified every time we release a new video. And if you really enjoy our shows, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Remember, you can also find us in podcast form on Apple iTunes and Google Play. I'm your host, John Novacki, and we'll see you next week on the Weekly Rundown. And I might look at it for my first 100. Wow. I don't know where that came from. Let's not ad lib.